This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and just got home from work, and I wanted to get this video out quick, just like my other video that I recorded in my work attire. So sorry for looking all business-like and what have you. I know you guys not used to seeing that. I need a haircut though. God damn it. But today was kind of a rough day for me because I was reminded of something. Something that was kind of, hard to deal with, and still is hard to deal with for me in my life, but also reminded me of something that I kind of need to start doing more, and that's well, the first thing is, today I was like checking my phone at work, slow moment, nothing going on, and I realized that today was when they were doing the big Jimmy V Foundation drive. Now, if you don't know what Jimmy V Foundation is or what the whole drive entails, what have you, basically, Jimmy V Foundation was founded after Jim Valvano, who was the head coach of North Carolina State University, and he also was an employee of ESPN. He did college sports. He was like an analyst. Him and Dick Vitale were thick as thieves. They were like, for some of you who don't watch sports, you may not know the names, but these guys, they were like the best of friends. They were hilarious to watch together on ESPN. Well, Jim Valvano was diagnosed with cancer. I forget exactly what type of cancer it was, but it was terminal. And for the rest of his life, he just dedicated himself to doing research, doing promotion for cancer research. And it all culminated into his final year, where he got rewarded. I think he found out in his final year too, but right before that too. But in his final moments, he was awarded a ESPY award. He gave this tremendous speech. He went beyond the time. It's heartwarming, and it's hilarious. It's typical Jim Valvano, Jimmy V at his best, because he gets to like a point where he's continuing, and he looks at the guy, and you know how when you're doing award speeches, they always try to shorten your stuff, and he's like, yo, look at this guy over here trying to tell me what time it is, and he says something in Italian, like, whatever, like, just let me keep going. And it was just hilarious. The crowd loved it, but his whole speech was just extra inspirational. I have to remember to put the link in the description, because it's a beautiful speech that he gave about like never giving up, even if you are diagnosed with terminal cancer. Just live your life, do everything you can to enjoy every moment out of life, and that everybody, not just people who have a death sentence, but we all should do like everything we can to squeeze as much enjoyment and pleasure out of life, and to make people around us happy. And it's a very emotional speech. I'm starting to get emotional now, and it's really emotional for me now because the last couple of years have been just sickening. I've mentioned this before, but my sister, she got diagnosed with breast cancer, had to have a double mastectomy, went through hell with chemo, but as she's going through chemo, we find out on my mom's birthday that she had pancreatic cancer, which is incurable, and that she only had months to live. A month later, my mom passed, and so the whole thing, and then of course you throw in the Stuart Scott element too to the Jimmy Valvano thing, because they're actually giving some of the money, or like I don't know if it's some or all of the money, to Stuart Scott's foundation. If you don't know who Stuart Scott is, another former ESPN broadcaster who was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and he went through hell with cancer because he had like a couple of relapses, all that, but finally it just got too much, and it took him early this year, or was it I think it was last year that he died. So they're doing part of it in honor of his foundation too, which I think is a very great thing. And like I said, it just reminded me, like, with all the troubles and all the worries that I have right now, I have been neglecting giving you guys information that I deem very, very important. And the fight against cancer is something that I really, really, really am big on, especially since it's just been ravaging my family over the past few years. And I've seen a lot of friends go through this too. I mean, it's not just me. I've seen cancer do too much damage to too many people that I care about. And, you know, I know that some of you have had those experiences too. And, you know, I'm saying all this just to let you guys know, hey, there's things out there that are definitely worth fighting for, especially when you compare it to what we fight about in the gaming community. It's kind of lame how we argue over which console is better, which game is better, blah, blah, blah. People are fighting for their lives out there, and that's something that we need to help out with. So I want you guys to check the links in my description. I'm going to put the link to the Jimmy V Foundation. I already have a link to the National Cancer Society in my description, because I want people to actually like get out, promote, and if possible donate these things. If I can find the Stuart Scott one, I'll throw that one up. Definitely want to put up the Jimmy V video, because you guys, if you never heard it, you know, that thing will probably bring you to tears. It was a very moving moment, and it's something that I think anybody who has experienced cancer, be it personally or through someone else, it's something that people need to see, because it's very encouraging and it's very uplifting. Because that guy, he fought like a tiger, and he was just like overjoyed. I mean, he never let his death sentence change who he was, and I admired the hell out of that. Same thing with Stuart Scott. Stuart Scott, he was always Stuart Scott, and he was always passionate, you know, always loving, always caring. These two gentlemen, they were like huge inspirations in the fight against cancer. So if you have the money, please go to the links, support. If you don't, hey, just put the word out. Let people know, you know, get the conversation going. Like I said, there's bigger conversations that we can be having in life, and I think this is one of them. But anyway, let me go, because I think I'm starting to choke up just thinking about things. Anyway, as always, you guys hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Megas, and I'm out, y'all. Deuces.